A 24-year-old man accused of an attack at an Ontario mosque earlier this year is now subject to terrorism proceedings. Police investigators say Mohammed Moise Omar entered the mosque in March carrying a hatchet and sprayed worshippers with bear spray. Terrorism proceedings mean prosecutors could pursue tougher sentencing if Omar is found guilty. Dale Manukdok visited the mosque in Mississauga, Ontario, and tells us how members of the community are coping with the attack and the aftermath.
It's been nearly 3 months since Mohammed Moise Omar was tackled by worshippers before police arrived. The horror of bear spray being discharged on those peacefully praying still lingers.
There's 20 or so people and their families who are all victims of this, who are still, having trouble sleeping at night. So it's not something that was easy or something that can be forgotten maybe for the general public, but for the people here, they're living it every day.
That includes children as young as 13 years old, who Imam Ibrahim Hindi says are seeing therapists and struggling with panic attacks. He says since the incident, attendance at the Dar Al Tawhid Islamic Center is down. However, news provides some solace to the community.
That morning, the attacker had walked into this mosque with one specific intention, and that was to hurt people. Enough is enough, and it is about time that we see real action, and that is exactly what this is.
Omar faces charges including assault with a weapon, uttering threats, and mischief to a religious property. Peel Police said the Public Prosecution Service of Canada and the Ministry of the Attorney General have consented to the commencement of terrorism proceedings. In a statement, Peel's Police Chief Nishan Duriyapa says people should expect to be able to gather peacefully and safely without fear. Our service is committed to continue working with our partners and the community to ensure that hate and violence have no place in our community. The news comes just days after the one-year anniversary of the deaths of 4 members of the Afzal family, who were hit by a driver in London, Ontario, in what authorities called a hate-motivated attack. The daily threat of Islamophobia turning violent weighs heavy on Imam Hindi.
People being attacked at the mosque or just for looking Muslim, and so, day to day, I think it's hard not to think about it happening. It's hard not to think about it happening again. And that's why, today's developments are important, because we want the fullest extent of the law applied to these attacks so that hopefully they don't happen again.
He and the National Council of Canadian Muslims are calling on the government to pass the Our London Family Act, which challenges Islamophobia in Ontario. Dale Manukdok, CBC News, Mississauga.